I can't get it back on. I don't know if it's supposed to just sit into it or if... Hi guys, Ben here from Velocity Personal Training Academy, and today we're just going to do a tutorial on different planes of movement.
We in a plane? We're in a plane!
Don't panic.
A plane!
Take it easy. Relax.
Plane!
Don't.
Now this is always an area that students come up to us and they say that they're struggling to read it out of the manual, they're struggling to find any information and on the online platforms about the different planes of movement. So today I'm going to talk to you about the frontal,
Plane!
the sagittal,
Plane!
the transverse,
Plane!
and hopefully by the end of it this will be a hell of a lot more easy to understand. Right guys, so the reason why I'm studying a door frame is because I find that using the analogy of a door frame is the easiest way to understand this. Now, if we are looking to move within the frontal plane, the best way for me to describe it is if I were to stand in the middle of this door frame, so I were to stand front ways into the door frame as such, and if I want to touch this door frame with any type of movement, what movement would I use? Well, I'd be going side to side. So if you think of lateral flexion of the spine, if you think of abduction of the arm, if you think of abduction of the hip, that type of movement is moving within the frontal plane. So try and think of the frontal plane as side to side movement. Now the next plane movement that we're going to have a look at is the sagittal plane. Now the sagittal plane, imagine this time that you are sideways in the door frame. Good way of remembering this is sagittal starts with an S, so therefore you are sideways in this door frame. Now if you stood sideways in the door frame and you wanted to touch the door frame, what type of movement would you do? Well, you do any front and backwards movement. So if you think of spinal flexion, hip flexion, knee flexion, knee extension, plantar flexion, dorsiflexion, shoulder flexion, so you can kind of see where this trend's coming from. So this, working within the sagittal plane and moving within the sagittal plane is any front and back movement. And the final plane movement that we're looking at is the transverse plane. Now if you wanted to move in the transverse plane, again we can use the door frame analogy, but imagine this time that you're tearing the door frame off and you're going to put it around yourself and you're just going to stand in the middle of it like that. Now if you wanted to touch all four corners of this door frame, what would you do? Well, you'd have to twist around to touch all four corners of that door frame. So a good way to think of it is transverse starts with a T, so therefore it is any twisting movement. So guys, just to summarise everything that we've kind of talked through there. So the frontal, you're looking at any side to side movement. Examples, abduction of the hip or shoulder, or lateral flexion of the spine. Sagittal is any front and backwards movement. So again, any movement of spinal flexion, hip extension, shoulder flexion, shoulder extension. And then finally you have the transverse plane. Now the transverse plane is a twisting movement, and we've got the example down there as spinal rotation. Look to use that door frame analogy, it will definitely help you out with the different planes of movement.